Okay, my camping trip on the Whitsunday. So I'm starting from Shoot Haven here, and the first day I travelled around the south end of Whitsunday Island because the wind was from the north, and came in here at Whitehaven. Second day, I went from Whitehaven up to Hill End, over to this little island Esk, over to Hasselwood and back to Whitehaven, spent the night there again. The water in this inlet is an absolutely beautiful blue and as clear as you can find just about anywhere. I was looking for a place along the shoreline where I could anchor because I wanted to go up to the lookout, but I'd never been up there before, so I didn't know where it was. So I just went into the inlet a fair way and had a look around. Worth the trip up to the lookout. I battled through the scrub because I couldn't find the track. The view from up there was fantastic. There's my little jet ski, and they've built this track. And you can go the other side, a place called Tongue Inlet. This is Tongue Inlet, where a lot of the tourist boats pull in. Let the tourists walk up to see the lookout, and this is the other side for swimming. Exploring a deserted island. Well, I've landed on it. It looks pretty nice. Looks like there's some good snorkeling. Just over from Hill End, over there. And Hill Inlet there where I was just swimming. Loads and loads of coral. All along here. All this coral. And another shell. Might just put this one in the ski. Okay, we're going to go under the water and see what we can find. Here we go. Okay, it's a nice coral, but not clear fish. As you walk on this coral, it's like breaking glass. It's a nice deserted island. This was the remains of them anyway. This one quite unique, you've never find anything like that in Fiji. Some broken cowries. We're going to head now over to Hasselwood, which is just off Whitehaven. There's the little island we just explored. Hasselwood. Quite a pretty island. Another tourist boat. Tourists have been brought in. There's some snorkeling. Putting on their stinger suits. Been from Whitehaven all the way down the length of the beach to Hill Inlet, up on Hill End, walk across to Jetski Island, back here to Hasselwood, had some swims and snorkels, and it's 9:38 in the morning. There's a lonely yacht just sitting here. Looks like a pretty old one. Following in the Whitsundays tradition, I've only got the finest of spreads. This time, however, rather than having it on bread, eating it on rice cakes. Maybe it's got a glass bottom and he's just going to go glass bottom boating now. It's morning, day 3. Today we're going to head off to Crayfish Bay, Hook Island, at 24 kilometres in that direction. Third night, travelled from Whitehaven all the way up to Crayfish Bay, which is on Hook Island, all the way into there. Arrived at Crayfish Bay, battery ran out of the camera, so that yacht there kindly recharged for me. Facing northeast, light northeast wind today. Some cliffs there, they reckon there's some Aboriginal paintings on the beach. 2 Spanish guys camping with me tonight. Alright, we've got to be just about on low tide now. Tide's going out a long way. Water for the jet ski. Here's our my campsite at Crayfish Beach. Just spent about an hour and a half snorkeling. Absolutely beautiful. This is an island where you really feel like you're a castaway. These 2 guys went here, I'd be all by myself, you can't see anything, no phone coverage, no first aid. Got the bare essentials here, camping, the iPad's charging, using my 12 volt batteries. Just about to have a beautiful lunch. This Crayfish Bay is a very protected little harbour. It's almost completely surrounded. Scaled up this rock. Got a bit of elevation advantage. Getting a little bit higher now. I think this is where the Aborigines must have come, so I'm looking forward to seeing some Aboriginal paintings any minute now. terrain is pretty rough. I don't know if I can make it. I'm going to try to get to that rock up there. Looks like I'm going to get there. Had to kill a few snakes along the way, but there's these black boys all the way. Grass trees, we should call them. There they are. I should be able to see the other side over this rock. I've made it. Oh, it's very hot. I pan out, you can see the whole bay. I've gone a bit further now, that's a lookout. We're facing east, and you can even see the exact path that I took to get here. All the way from Whitehaven down there. That's all the coral spawn. All those lines. You can see the view. That's Whitehaven down there. You just see the little white bit. That's the Hook Island Observatory above that little hill there. I don't know if you can see me. That's Esk Island, that one further down, and there's Hasselwood down there. I think this is why this track has no signage, or there's no track at all. They don't want tourists coming up here and falling down there. Okay, I found the cave. I think there's some Aboriginal art. This is an unusual cave, goes right in, and it's even got a sunroof. And if you look closely, you can see just the faint image of Mother Mary that I think the Aborigines have painted in there. They won't. Now all I got to do is try and find my way down. Alright, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. As long as I keep heading in the right direction. Ducking under some trees, I should find the pathway down through all these grass trees. Oh, yeah. There we go. You can see this is just a maze of grass trees. This is not the way I came. I have no idea where I'm going, but I think I'm going in the right direction. I seem to have stumbled upon this water course. The fourth day, came out of there. I was going to go around here and do some snorkeling, but there was a bit of a northerly, so I decided just to head home while the weather was good. And I came through this straight here, past the Hook Island Observatory, and just past the two inlets, over to North Mole, back around here, through back into Chute Harbour. Okay, packing the jet ski. First of all, we put the esky on the back, just using an old life jacket. We stretch it on first, and we'll strap it on a bit later. And in the bonnet here, there's the water, your sun cream, anything you need accessible, and the anchor, and your flippers and goggles, of course. Spare petrol tanks on. I like to use a bit of non-slip rubber so they don't mark the ski, and they also stay still. Now we're going to put our tarp on. Inside our tarp is a tent, chair, a little collapsible table, and an air mattress. Okay, jet ski's packed. Everything's strapped on. Didn't go to Manta Ray Bay because the wind is a little bit stronger today, so I decided to come back and maybe visit the Mole Islands. Lovely name for islands. There's the Hook Island Resort, which is apparently closed down. Terrible place for a resort anyway. I came here about 30 years ago. It's got the observatory there. It's a terrible place because it's always exposed to the northerlies, the southeasterlies, and there's a lethal current that goes through this passage here.
sounds like it's closed down now anyway. I'm going to head down, hugging close to the eastern coast of Hook, and then dart down to the Mole Island. One of the inlets for Hook Island at the bottom of Hook Island. Both of these inlets are popular harbours for yachts. That one I haven't stayed in, but the next one, Nara Inlet, we're just coming up to here. That's where we stayed in our yacht adventure about 30 years ago. It's a pretty good day. I'm sheltered from the northeast winds. So that's Nara Inlet just in there. Jetski swinging around. There's North Mole where I'm headed. There's Nara Inlet in there. That's Hayman Island up there. And that sits the north end of Hook. And it took us the whole day. That was awful. I've just done the same distance in half an hour. So coming into Shoot Haven.